Okay, all my students, the topic is interpolation. This is a mathematical paper. Okay, what is interpolations? Interpolation means suppose I give the example. Suppose I give the year, okay, and gold cost. Okay, suppose in the year 99 the gold cost is 5,000, okay, rupees, and 1993 the gold cost 7,000 rupees, and 1995 the gold cost is 10,000 rupees. Okay, so this is a taking as input. The year is a depend upon gold rate. The gold cost will be variable depend on this is a taking as input, this is a input, this is a output. Okay, I give the example. Okay, another example. Okay, suppose I am taking as a year, I am taking as a year and rice cost for quintal, rice cost for quintal or 1 ton. Okay, suppose 99 the year the rice quintal 3,000 rupees, and 95 that is 4,000 rupees, in 98 the 7,000 rupees per ton. Okay, so this is the x value and this is a y value. We can write as f of x or y. Okay, so in this case, if you this is x value, so you can write this is a x0, this is a x1, this is x2, and x0 is corresponding this is a y0, x1 is the corresponding y1, x2 is corresponding y2. Okay, so in this case, okay, this is a interpolations. Interpolation means the relation between input and output. Okay, relation between input and output. Okay, so interpolation, interconnected. Okay, so some pollution is there. Okay, suppose a student, okay, suppose a student watch out the activity of a teacher. So if two students, I give the example, two students. Suppose this is a Hari, this is a Sri. Okay, this is two students. So once teacher is the name is Marandi. Marandi is a teacher. Okay, so the Hari will be 60 times of second will be watch out the activity whether the teacher is good or not, and C is every 1 hour is watch out this Marandi teacher. So watch out this. What will do? If 60 seconds, every seconds will watch out the activity, and 1 hour is activity will watch out this teacher. This is just two students. Okay, so you can getting this more accuracy, and this Marandi the teacher activities whether is it good or not, and you will find out immediately this Sorry but not. So in case of a you have to analysis the any type of things, that's why you have to study about the interpolation. So if a students, I give the example, suppose I taking the measurement case. Okay, interpolation to be implemented as a measurement case. Okay, in case of measurement, what will you do? Suppose a student taking as a reading 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 or up to 10. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But a student, another student, what will you do? He will find out the accuracy, actual value, correct value. What will do? You are taking as a fraction value, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and up to 10. That means 0.6, 0.7. So in this student, getting if you draw the plot the graph accurate, but this student if you draw the graph not accurate. So this if you getting more fractional or more precaution, okay, getting accuracy. So the interpolation is the most important field in field of application in the engineering. Okay, in a medical case. So if like example, if you your doctor, okay, if your doctor, what will you do? Okay, the patient's the blood will tested. So it will be analyze fractional of blood taking and tested whether A group, B group, okay, A plus B group, O group, okay. So any tested taking fractional very small part of the sample are taking and tested, not total blood of your body taking as a tested. So in case of engineering field and medical field, the interpolation is very widely used, okay. So I go to this interpolation. So in interpolation is two types of, that is a Newton forward interpolation and the backward interpolation. Before you study about the operator, this is a del operator, this is a forward interpolation symbol. In return, this is a forward interpolation symbol, this is a backward, this is a called del, this is a del operator, we can write a forward, backward, okay. I go to this, okay. So interpolation is a generally interpolation of two types of, okay. One is the Newton interpolation, okay. Another is the extra interpolation. I have to explain this extra interpolation, okay. That is under the Lagrange's interpolation, okay. In a Newton interpolation, what I will do, if the x value, okay, suppose x value and y value is given, okay. I give the small example, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. Y value is not there, y will consider only x value, okay. First of all, this is a x0, this is a x0, this is a x1, this is x2, okay. So first of all, you have to minus, okay, x1 minus x0, x2 minus x1. If the subtraction value is same, so you go to most Newton interpolation put. If the x1 minus x0 and x2 and x1 value is not getting same difference value, so you to apply Lagrange interpolation, okay. So I give the example, between Newton interpolation and Lagrange interpolation, the Newton interpolation, okay. So in case of some questions arises find the interpolation, so you come doubt which type of interpolation will apply or solve. So I give the example x and y, okay. 2, 4, 6, okay, and 10, 11, 12. This is y0, this is x0, y0, x1, this is x0 corresponding y0, this is x1 corresponding y1, okay, and this is a x2 corresponding y2. Corresponding one variable is corresponding front value will be varies, okay. So y will not in this case consider if you go to the interpolation case, so whether it is applied in Newton or Lagrange interpolation, okay. So first of all, okay, h is a x, this is a formula x minus x0 and x2 minus x1, okay, and this value put, that is a x1 value 4 minus 2, that is x2 6 minus 4, that is equal, the subtraction value equal, it is called the equispace or equal space, but it is equal space. If the subtraction value is same, you have to sure that we can find Newton interpolations. But if the subtraction the value is not getting same, so that's why you can apply Lagrange interpolation. We can sure that Lagrange interpolation, okay. So the Newton interpolation is of two types. One is the Newton forward interpolation, another is the Newton backward interpolation, okay. The Newton interpolation, that is, one is the Newton forward interpolation, F is the forward, N is the Newton, F is the forward, I the interpolation, and second thing Newton backward interpolation, okay. So in a Newton forward interpolation, so it is easy to remember to find out and You can easy to remember, find the formula, and very easy to find. Any mathematical I cannot say, I can say, okay, 100%. Okay, so Newton forward interpolation means, suppose I telling or ask to a students to count the number from 0 to 10. So the student must be count from 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. So in case of a yp, we can write the formula. So we can start y0 p del yj. This is a forward, means we can del. This is a del means we can forward symbol is can use. By this is a p, the power is 1, we can write 1 factor. Okay, p into p minus 1. What is the p into p means p square, we can write del y0. That is, what is the power 2, we can write 2 factor. Similarly, we can write p into p minus 1, p minus 2 into, what is the p, that is p into p, that is pq. So we can write 3 factor. So it is easy remember. So then similarly p, what is the number of p is 3, we can del q y0. Okay, similarly we can write this. Okay, I go to this Newton backward formula. So in a Newton backward formula, okay, so before we start to some is that in a Newton forward interpolation, the p value is taking x minus x0 by h. Okay, I explain how can calculate it. Okay, then Newton backward formula. Newton backward formula, so it is easy to remember. Okay, only p value changes. P is equal to x minus xn by h. Backward means, suppose I am telling actual questions to count the number from 10 to 0. That means we have to sure that we can count from 10, 9, 8 and onwards 0. That is a backward. Backward means is highest value. We can take is x1, the x1 the serial value. Suppose I give the example, suppose x value 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. This is the last x value. This we can write x value. Okay, xn value, sir. This is xn value. Last is xn value. Okay, x value can explain. X value means we can ask this point in a question. So put the value and find the kind of p value. Okay, and the Newton backward formula how can write. Okay, so in a Newton backward formula, so use a, you can start this will changes only yn last value, that is p, and this is a symbol is changes. Backward symbol is there. So in case of backward, so this is a backward. Okay, this is a p means only this symbol will changes, and y0 this is 0 not right in a backward, and this is a negative, we can write positive in a backward interpolation. That is p into p plus 1. The p is 2 factorial, that is del square yn, and easy to remember. No mathematical, not saying this is trick. I can trick it. I give the trick. The student can be preset and easy to remember and not to fail the exam. Okay, so what is doing a factorial? Suppose in a factorial means, suppose I write the 4 factorial. This is a factorial symbol. Factorial means we can write always starting from 1 multiplied with ending number. Suppose it's a 5 factorial. I give the example 5 factorial. 5 factorial means we can starting 1 multiplied 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the number? Last number 5. You can write simply 5. This is a factorial property. Okay, 5 factorial means 1 to 5 we can multiply. Suppose you can a student say how can write 10 factorial. Okay, so 10 factorial means we can write 1 to up to 9 we can multiply. 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Up to 10 we can write. What are you starting from 1 to 10? That is 10 factorial. Okay. Okay. So to find the interpolation, Newton forward interpolation, that is equal to 4. Okay. So the table is there. Okay. So I can find out. Okay. I give the solution. Okay. So first of all, you can write the table. Okay. So to find h, that is x0. This is x1 value, this is x2 value. So we can write the formula x2 minus x1 is equal to x1 minus what is the s value? X1 minus x0, x2 minus x1, and the put the formula. X1, what is the x1 value? 3 minus 1, that is 2, that is 5 minus, that is 2, the same value. So this is a, you have to see that Newton per interpolation will apply. Okay, so we can create a table, that is, this is a x value is 1 3 5 1, and the corresponding x we can write, and 3 the corresponding 5, and the 5 is the corresponding 8, x value is 5, and okay. So first of all we will start del y0. So we can, if you, in case of a for interpolation, so first of all we have to higher minus lower digit. This 5 minus 6, that is 5 minus 6, that is we can minus 1. So then 8 minus 5, that is 3. So then next del square y0. Then del square y0, similar things. So 3 minus, okay, that is minus plus, that is 4. So in this case of del y0, del square y0, in this case we can proceed. But if when you getting a single value, or where the place we getting single value, you can stop these things. Suppose we are getting this two values, suppose we are getting the, suppose we can stop proceed with 5, so we can proceed to del q. But in this case we are not only getting a single value, we can stop this case, not proceed. Okay, so then and I go to this, find the p value. P is equal to x minus x0 by h. Okay, so this is x0 value. Okay, what is the put to find the extra quotient, that is s2, that is 3 by 2, that is 1.5. okay, so and write the formula of Newton for interpolation. Okay, the Newton interpolation formula you can write, that is yp, that is we can ask the 4 point. Okay, that is we can write y4, that is y0 plus p del y0 the factorial plus p into p minus 1 into del y0 square, that is 2 the factorial. Okay, so what is the y0? This is x0, corresponding y0, this is y0. So if you this term, so you have to, in a forward interpolation we can starting from 0. So okay, if you taking this value del y0, we can minus 1, we can place minus 1, del y0 square, it is value del y0 square, what is the 4, then put. Okay, y0, what is the value y0? That is 6, plus what is the value p, that is 1.5. What is the del y0? Del y0, this is a term. Okay, this is a term, so we can be dotted as, so the examiner we can be easily to over this good things of the students and stuff. And okay, minus 1, this is a del y0 minus 1, that is 1. P value 1.5, 1.5 minus 1, that is 2 raw factorial, and del y square, what is it? 4, then put, and you have to 6, that is minus 1.5, that is 1.5 minus 1, that is 1.5 into, that is 0.5, that is 2 raw factorial into 4, that is 2, 4 cancel, 2, that is 6 minus 1.5, that is so we can using a calculator or to solve it directly, that is 6 minus 1.5 plus 1.5 into 0.5, that is 2 into 4. Okay, so this is I have to use a calculator, so I use a calculator this way. Okay, so you have used this calculator. Okay, and the result is that that is 6. Okay, and this is a Newton for interpolation. Okay, and go into this backward interpolation to start. Okay, similar things, the table will be only the table you can write, not again, but only just copy. In a backward, what will do? Backward means the p, the h is same, but in the formula, p formula will be changed, x minus xn by h. Okay, this is the last value in the xn. Okay, x value is given, x value is find out this point, the 4 minus 5 by h, that is minus 1 by 2, that is minus 0.5, 0 minus 0.5. Okay, so in a backward case only, this is a backward. In a backward interpolation, this is a del operator, backward is used. In a backward means what? In a backward, what will you do? Okay, in a backward, what will you do? First, backward means you are starting from highest, so it is usually like you can write del yn, del square yn. Okay, similar in the forward or backward, the same process. We have to higher to low, you can minus, then higher to low, minus we can write. You can, I have to give the example, but we can directly write this value minus 1. Okay, similarly up to this value. Okay, in case of a backward, so you can taking higher, this will be back lower side, this is a, okay, so you can taking this is a xn means is yn, so this is a last value is taking, and to be dotted mark is there, so I can using the Newton backward formula. Okay, so the p is equal to minus 0.5. okay, we can getting this value, so write down this formula of backward interpolation, Newton backward interpolation. So that is yn plus p del yn. Okay, in a backward, okay, you can write n. Okay, and backward symbol is there. This is a p, one factor. Only backward, that means the p minus we can write in the place plus. Okay, and this will changes, and p value will be formula will change. So remember, very easy, very easy, very easy. Okay, and easy to trick. How can we remember? Okay, in a, okay, y of n, this is y of n 8. Okay, the p value is there 0. minus 0.5 into del yn, this is a 3, and the 3, this is 1 factor, plus that is a minus 0.5 minus 0.5 plus 1 by 2 raw factor into that is del square yn value is, what is the del square is 4. Okay, we cannot never calculated, okay, forward and backward. Only when you calculate forward, just only change this backward symbol and put the formula, and p value will be changes as well as same, forward backward is same. Okay, so you have to calculate using a calculator and get the results. Okay, so I use a calculator. 8 plus, okay, bracket minus 0.0 into 3 okay, plus minus 0.5 bracket, okay, into bracket minus 0.5 plus 1, okay, bracket, this is a 2 factorial means 1 to 2, that is 2 into 4 is cut down, you can 2. Okay, so you can, so that's why you write directly 2, and the result is some error is there, so you have to find the value. Okay, just have to random value.